Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming and miniature video. In today's video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the British Paratroopers from Plastic Soldier Company. We have the 15mm figures here. Now this box has 144 figures in it, some assembly required. It does say that you might need glue and paint. It's not included. But let's take a look at the back of the box. Okay, now as you know, I'm a big World War II and 15mm war gamer, and I personally play this game called Battle Group. And Plastic Soldier has designed their miniature packaging to be compatible with the Battle Group army lists and the rules. But what I find pretty cool about this box is that it gives you a paint guide on what colors you might need using Vallejo paints to be able to paint your camouflage, what primer to use, and if you want to get a paint set or get these paints individually. I thought that was a pretty nice touch. All right, now let's open these up and let's take a look at the 144 figures that you get inside. Okay, before we go in, let's take a look real quick. It does say we get 3 2-inch mortars, which is light mortars. We also get 3 Piat teams, right? And then all you need to build 3 platoon. I'm sorry. You get everything you need to build a 3 platoon company, including company headquarters. That's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and open this up, take a look at the inside. All right, pulling these screws out. These are hard plastic. And there should be one loose figure. There it is, because I had already cut it off. There we go. Now, all these screws might or might not be all the same. I don't think they are. Just looking at them right away, I'm saying they're not, because this has ammo canisters. This does, and these do not. Okay, so those are those 3 teams probably. Okay, what I'm trying to determine now, if all of these sprues are exactly the same, then we do not need to look at every one of the sprues. We just need to look at one of them. Okay. Yeah, looks like all of these sprues are exactly the same. Okay. So we'll just take a look at one of these sprues, not counting that guy. And these sprues are all the same, so we'll take a look at one of these sprues. Okay, now I don't normally do a comparison of miniatures, not in the What's in the Box series. We normally do comparisons in our comparison videos. But I do want to point out that I have compared these models to my Flames of War 15mm British Paratroopers, and the size is almost exactly the same. The Plastic Soldier seemed to be just a fraction of a millimeter thinner, and they are hard plastic, where the Flames of War are an ABS flexible plastic, and they're maybe just a slight bit bulkier, but it's hard. It would be very hard to tell. And if you intermix them, then it would be natural, because not every soldier is going to have the exact same physique as each other. The height is almost exactly the same, so I think they would be very compatible. Another thing, this box does not come with any bases. Okay, so because the game that it's designed for, that it's compatible with, Battle Group, is a man-to-man game. So each figure should be individually mounted. They do have rules that explain or allow for multi-bases. So if you wanted to put, if you wanted to use your Flames of War bases and use these on your Flames of War bases, you certainly, definitely can. The figure base is the same size as the Flames of War bases, so you could put these in the pre-cut holes of your Flames of War. So they're interchangeable, is what I'm trying to say. So I think that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's take a look, and you can see, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but this is a darker gray than this. That has no bearing on the quality of the model or anything like that. It just allows me as a model builder to kind of see which, these are the 3 dark gray ones, and then these are the, how many sprues? I didn't even mention how many sprues you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Okay, 9 of these sprues and 3 of these sprues. Okay, I want to take a look at the heavy models. I call this heavy or support elements. Let's take a look at these first, and what I'll do is I'll bring it up close so we can take a close look and look at the quality of the models. All right, so let's take a look at these figures. Looks like this is part of the Bren gun. It's a part that you would need to glue to, oh, and this one as well. That might be a mortar or a Bren gunner as well, because I'm looking at the 2-inch mortar man here. He doesn't have a upper torso, head, and left arm. That might be him. And then this looks like the mortar loader, right? Assistant loader. Because this guy down here looks like the Piat. That's a Piat shell. Looks like all the prone guys have these separated heads. And then the Piat, there's a Piat gunner that's prone, and the Piat gunner and his head and upper torso is separate as well. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at this guy right here. He is a radio man. He's got the radio headset on. He's got a radio in his lap. That's awesome. And then I'm going to jump it over to this guy. Looks like he's got a Sten gun. No, wait. He's got a radio as well, or something hanging down. It's not a radio. He's wearing binoculars, or he's using binoculars. Oh, that's a pistol. Okay, canteen and pistol. 2 magazine pouches. That's just his jacket sewed up or zipped up in the middle. Okay, very nice. And these guys are wearing the Denison camo smocks, you know, as being paratroopers. All right, let's take a look at these 4 figures in the middle. You'll notice that there are a number of guys in this set that have the beret on, and then there's a number of guys that have a helmet on. Now, this guy looks like he's getting something out of a bag. Could this guy be a medic? He very well could be. We could make that a medic bag. That's nice. Okay, and then we've got a standing Sten gunner waving his arm. Ton of ammo pouches on his chest. He's basically the painting model. And then you've got another officer here. No officer with an umbrella? Okay. No special characters. Okay, so if we were to count these, I just want to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 complete soldiers there, and there's 3 of those. So that's 30 models right there in those 3 sprues. Okay. And then all of these sprues are exactly the same. So let's take a look at these. They also have a prone guy. It looks like he's laying on his side. He might be loading a magazine. It looks like he's a magazine loader. He's holding a Bren gun magazine, and there's the Bren gunner right there, you know, with his gun sitting on top of a little bag or rock. Okay, so with 8 of these sprues, that guarantees that 9 of these sprues, that guarantees you're going to get 9 Brens. And so if you have 3 Brens per platoon, that's perfect. All right, let's take a look at this guy. He's got his Lee Enfield. That's the Bren gunner, the inside of him. More Lee Enfields and helmets, and then there's a guy with his beret. More helmets. Okay. Yep. And so what do we get here? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you get 12 figures per sprue here. And if you were to do the math, that's for me, okay, because I do 4-figure bases. That's 3 bases. And if you get 3 sprues per platoon, you're looking at 9 bases, or basically 3 squads per platoon, right? Each one of these sprues would be a squad, and yeah, and then these would be the 3, those, yeah, so basically you're getting 3 platoons of 3 sprues of, what did I say, 12, so 36 figures per platoon, plus you'd get the platoon headquarters for each element. So you'd get your mortar in each platoon, you get your Piat in each platoon, you'd get your officers in each platoon, and then each squad would have their own Bren gun. So this is an awesome little setup. Now, personally, I plan to mount these on Flames War bases, but you don't have to do that. You can mount these on individual 15mm circles or 20mm circles, or whatever you want to do. You can mount them 2 per base, or the game doesn't really concern itself with that. But yeah, so that's really good. No bases, no instructions, no dice, just these sprues. It's enough to make a full company with 3 platoons. All right, I hope you enjoyed this Plastic Soldier, British Paratroopers, What's in the Box. And come back, I will be doing more What's in the Box. I think the next one I've got up is the heavy weapons.